Welcome to Granddaddy Garage. Well, I have a special episode. This is about the Unity Motorsports raffle that went on with David Vizard and Andy Woods, and they were raffling off this 650 QFT carburetor and a signed autograph book from David Vizard and Andy himself on Holley Performance carburetors. Now, this is a QFT double pumper. It's an iconic remake of that carburetor. It's nearly identical. I mean, it's got both sides with both the adjustable fuel metering blocks, the whole 9 yards. This is a race setup. It's got mechanical secondaries. It's amazing. And I want to thank you guys very much for the stand and the NA fittings and the book. This is awesome. I went and I actually bought a copy of this book, guys. I did. I bought a copy of it. I did it today because I'm going to end up framing this, and I'll put it up on the wall of the garage. They did a really nice signing here in on the 4th page, and I really appreciate it, guys. This is awesome. This is probably this is one of the nicest things I have. It is. It's really nice. Also, since I have this carburetor, if anyone else is watching this video, and if you know who these folks are, and especially David Vizard, he's got a series of books on building small block Chevys. I have one of his books. I have another book up here. Actually, I'll grab it. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. I'll grab it. Let's see here. Where's that other book? Yep. David Vizard's Max Performance Chevy. This is the first book of David's that I got, because after I became a fan of David's, I've been thinking about doing a 383 build. I was back and forth on doing a 383 stroker build or a stroker 305 build. I have a 305 block in my Camaro that is a 2-barrel TBI unit. It's fuel injection. But since I have this carburetor now, and I know about carburetors. I have an 82 Chevy square body. That's a 1-barrel Rochester carburetor. I have experience. I'm not, like they said, like, carburetors are coming back for performance. They're really, people are really starting to realize that the only downside of carburetors is when you get into mountain areas, when you're changing elevations. That's the only thing that the only real downside a carburetor has versus like an EFI. Like the stock, throttle body injection system. It's an EFI from Chevrolet, and it works great. And the great thing about that is that I can go to see my family in the mountains with that car on that system. But it's going to be a toy now. I've had it since I've been 25. It's a 91 RS, and yeah, since I got the shop, the whole goal is to videotape my journey on building my dream. I've always wanted a race car. My dad used to race, like some of your guys' dads, or you have an idol or other people that you really admire, like David Vizard and Andy and Uncle Tony's Garage and Vice-Skip Garage and all those guys, like Casey Potch. You don't know Casey Potch is from Genius Garage. You all those guys that I just rattled off, and there's more. There's more really awesome guys out there. They're sharing their experience and their knowledge. And I have to say, David, I thank you very much for sharing your knowledge. I wish I knew who you were, earlier, and that you were putting out this information for everybody. I mean, it's great stuff for a guy, for doing it yourself, for like me, where I'm not afraid to learn and make mistakes. Cause I make a lot of mistakes. Oh man, some of the things I've done, I wonder about. But you know something, that's how you learn. But thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I got the banner over here. I'll turn the video around so you can see that it's above my grinding station. So we're just going to turn around here, around the coffee area next to the grinding station, and bam, there it is. Cool. Next, you know, it sits above my dad's old clock, and my my trashed out seat pan for my 81 KZ 750. I had put that sucker up as a reminder of what not to fix. I started welding that first little patch panel on that seat, and I was like, no, that ain't happening. I got ahead of myself on that one. That's so Swiss cheese. So I went and I did weld through primer on that thing and hung it up on the wall. But yeah, you guys, you know, so sometimes our ambition gets ahead of us, but that means you shouldn't have ambition. But Andy, David, I appreciate it. It's really awesome. Thank you. I look forward to your guys' videos all the time. Andy, I'm actually a new subscriber, even though I've known of you for a couple years now since you've been working with David. Most of my experience of you is through his channel, but I really love that video you did on tuning your Casper. You know, that Boss 429 that you built. You know, showing guys how to do that, how to get it out optimally. Because I'm gonna do that in the Camaro now since I'm switching to HJ. That's awesome. You know, a lot of folks don't, you know, are running through, you know, forums and YouTube and trying to find this really good information that really kind of explains it in a way where a guy can just go ahead and recreate and plug it in and experiment with the things that they're trying to do. But I appreciate it. This is Granddaddy Garage. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.